HarperCollins is 30 years old, and so this was maybe before that. When I was 7 years old, I went to a boarding school, and there I had a friend who was an ambassador's son, and he was a pal of mine. The difference between us was that I had studied in a ramshackle, school in Hindi medium in a small town, and he had lived all over the world, and he was reading when we came to school together, 7 years old, and he was reading and I knew nothing. So what used to happen was he would read these books and narrate to me in the evening, and he would stop at the cliffhanger. मतलब वो कहानी पढ़ता था and he'll stop and he say, I'll tell you tomorrow. So next day I'm waiting and he's reading on. I can watch him. All he does is read, and next day again the same thing. He'll take off and then he'll again end it where I'm supposed to sit gasping, okay, what happened? So that was my ignorance, my illiteracy, my not knowing the language. I couldn't enjoy something that he was enjoying, and it was happening. But this went on for 3 years because no one told me how to go. I didn't know the language first of all. मैं तो हिंदी में सोचता था उस समय, और ये सारी अंग्रेजी की किताबें. And then when I was 10, on my birthday in August, my sister gave me 3 books as a gift, and I started reading. And when I was reading, I started writing. So it happened together. So what reading did for me was that I started writing. I was writing very stupid stuff, and it was so stupid that even if I tell you and you'll say, oh man, is that you gasp back. So because of my sister and those 3 books, I started reading. And after that, anyone who I knew would gift me books, because that was the culture in the house. My mother was reading, she was reading Hindi books, my sister was reading, everyone was reading except my father, who read only the newspaper. He's a farmer, so you can forgive him for that. And so reading became very important. You were not conscious about reading. It was the way things were. You had to read. If you were not reading, that's an exception. And I think reading is maybe the reason why I write without having learned how to write. I think that's why reading is important.